Welcome to another render update. So we got a crash on the render chart, which, I don't want to say that I predicted it, but if you watched my previous videos, I kind of pretty much said that the price might test the 1.618 level, just like we did in the previous cycle right here. And what did we do? Well, we tested it. We went below it a bit. We went below it a bit more than in the previous cycle, but yeah, we tested it, and right now I cannot call this a downs, but we're going up. So yeah, things are looking good. I believe we are still in the third wave of the main third wave right here. And why do I believe that? Well, this first wave that we got after we bottomed in the second wave move down went above the first wave move right here. And that's what the first wave of the main third wave is usually supposed to do. So it went above it, then we got a correction, the second wave moved down right here, and now I believe we are in a 1-2 setup of the main third wave. So basically, this move had 5 waves, and this move has an ABC structure. Now, we almost invalidated this scenario. As you can see, if you look at the second wave low right here, if we do not take this, you'll see that we almost invalidated it. So basically, the second wave move low was at like $3.37. And here, right here, we went to $3.42. So we were pretty much 5 cents away from invalidating the whole move. But we didn't invalidate it, and that's a good sign because you can still call this a 1-2 setup, and now, if this is a 1-2 setup, we should start going in the third wave right here. And honestly, I cannot give you a target zone for the third wave right here because we already went above the 2.272 extension right here, and I believe we even went above the 2.618 level. Yeah, we even went above that, so maybe we'll test the 4.618 for the third wave right here, but I'm not sure that will be enough. We might need to just ignore this right here and try some higher levels. Now, I've heard some people say that maybe this right here is the first wave, then this is the second, and this is the third, and now we're in a fourth, and we might get a fifth and then finish the cycle. That could also be the case, but I don't think that's the case, because if you look at this chart, it looks very similar to the Ethereum chart. So yeah, they look very similar, to be honest with you. But Render looks a bit more bullish because Render is almost, well, it did get about its previous all-time high, and Ethereum hasn't so far. So yeah, Render is a bit ahead, but their structure looks very, very similar, and things are looking very, very good. Now, let me go back to the render chart. I think I kind of misspoke earlier. So this right here is the 1-2 setup of the main third wave right here, which means we might get in this target zone in the third wave of the third wave of the third wave before getting a fourth and a fifth to finish the third wave right here. So yeah, there's still a lot that we need to do, and the chart needs to pretty much prove itself. And right now we are still below the 0.786 level right here, and we are very close to pretty much invalidating my wave count. So we'll see if that happens. If that happens, then I will have to rethink this whole wave count, and yeah, I will do that, but right now I have no reason to do that. So yep, and I expect to still go in the main third wave. Well, we are already in the main third wave, but we are not finished with it. And I could see the third wave maybe get to like, let's say $25 or something like that before getting a fourth and a fifth wave to finish the cycle. And I just want to remind you guys that Render right now has a market cap of like $1.8 billion. And do not forget, this is an AI coin, which means, this is speculation, of course, but I believe AI will probably blow up very, very soon again. And if that's the case, then this has the potential to do another 10 to 20x from here, considering the market cap right now is only $1.8 billion. So we could easily do another 10x from here. And the price might just not care about the wave count. So that's why I think we are still in the main third wave, and that's why I think we still have not topped in this cycle. I think that would be just way too early for a render. Right now, I know AI has lost some of its hype, but when we do go in a bull market, well, in a Bitcoin bull market and in a Ethereum Bitcoin market, I think AI will get its hype back and will continue going to the upside. And would it be unrealistic to think that maybe this cycle will top at like $75? Well, if you look at the price right now, we're at about $4.50, well, 60 cents. And if we divide 75 by $4.60, we get 16.3. So is it unrealistic for the market cap to do another 16x from here? Well, if we do another 16x, that would put the price up about $30 billion. And is that unrealistic? Well, I don't think so. If we check the coin market cap site, well, we will see that right now, for example, XRP is at a market cap of 34 billion. And XRP has not done anything in the past 7 years. So, and we are not even in a bull market, in my opinion. I mean, we are in a kind of small bull market, but people are still scared. I mean, as you can see, the fear and greed chart is currently, I mean, it wasn't like 34 the other day. So people are scared. And I don't think we are even in a bull market yet. I still think the huge gains are yet to come. So in my opinion, at least, I mean, I think it is realistic to consider that render still has a long way to go until it actually tops. Now, obviously, I mean, it could top earlier, but do you really see render going down when Bitcoin is going up? I mean, I cannot imagine render going down like 50% when Bitcoin goes to like 100 to 200K. That's just not how it works, in my opinion. And if Bitcoin decides that now it's the time to go to like 200 to 300K, then I think render will just follow. And if it does follow, that's going to be okay. And it's not unrealistic. And also, if you check out the RSI on the daily, we went to the oversold territory for pretty much, let's say, like the 5th time, if you do not count these right here. And I mean, if you check out what happened in the previous times when we went to the oversold territory, for example, here, after we went to that level, we pretty much pumped 900% in 200 days. And here as well, for example, here we pumped another 900% in 1 year. So I still think this chart has a lot of potential to just give you a lot of gains. Now, obviously, you have to be aware of the fact that maybe AI will not do so good in 2025. I mean, that could also be the case. I cannot predict the future, of course, but maybe AI stuff will just die out. And if that happens, then render could theoretically top earlier and then just drop. I mean, that's also something that you need to think about. But right now, I mean, judging by what happened on the daily RSI, whenever the RSI went to the oversold territory, I can say, well, I cannot confirm, but I can say that some huge gains are about to happen. Well, in my opinion, at least, and this is not financial advice. And if that does happen, if we do go up to like $60, let's say, would that be unrealistic considering we are still to go in the third wave of the main third wave? I don't think so. I think that's realistic, and I think that could theoretically happen. And also, do not forget, this right here, the whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup that we got in the previous cycle can be considered a first wave move high, and the bear market that we got can be considered a second wave move down, which means right now we are in the main third wave move, which should be a lot more impulsive than what happened right here. So I think this is a good explanation for why render is exploding to the outside right now. And I mean, if that's the case, let's actually check out some Fibonacci levels. So if we take the low of the first wave and the high of the first wave, the chart gives us these numbers right here. And according to the Fibonacci retracement, the third wave should at least get to the $16 level, which is the 200% extension right here. But obviously, I mean, we almost got there and we are not even in the third wave of the third wave. So I think it's safe to say that we will get to probably the let's say 3.618. Where is that? Like 30 euros, or maybe even the 4.618 at 40 euros. And maybe it's even safe to say that we will get to the 3.618 at $30 and the 4.618 at $40. But I mean, theoretically, it could go way above that, because I have seen a lot of coins just go above the 4.618. For example, Dogecoin. As you can see, Dogecoin went way above the 4.618. It did not care about it for too long. As you can see, it reacted to it right here, and then it got a correction, but then it still exploded to the upside, and it did not care about it after that. So Render could pretty much do the same thing, in my opinion. Now, like I said, not financial advice, but we have seen it happen with other altcoins in the past. So basically, we could see the price get to the $40 level and then get rejected and go into a deep correction, let's say, before getting a fifth wave to the upside and going to like $70. I mean, that is realistic in my opinion. So maybe the third wave will top somewhere around $40, and then we'll get a fourth wave to maybe like $20, something like that, before getting a fifth wave to finish the cycle. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe check out our Patreon if you want access to all of our TradingView charts. And if you want some bonus videos, for example, Dogecoin and Gala Games and some other content is on the way as well. So if you're interested in that and if you want to support the channel, maybe check it out. And if you enjoyed this video, maybe like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.